Yeah. Hey, everybody. You know who I am, but I'm going to get straight to it. As we all know, it has now been revealed. The veil is open. And as you all know, about, I want to say 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, oh, four, I'll say that. And don't quote me because I got to go back to my old videos when I was in the world. And when I was in the world, I was still paying attention to what was going on around me. This is before my deep calling. And you know something? I said, and I know I got a lot of crap in behind this when I was speaking about R. Kelly and how everybody was getting exposed. And I said, it's not over. He ain't the only one. And I know a lot of people got a little bit upset with me because I was stating this, but I wasn't stating this because I wanted to pick on him. It had nothing to do with it. Why I was stating this is because it was the beginning of an era. People were getting exposed. That was just the beginning of it. We already knew. I stated in my video a few years ago, Jay-Z was next. We all knew this was coming. But the thing about it is, it was so many people riding coattails that they were so blind to the reality of how the demons were about to be exposed. They were being exposed one by one. This involved blood sacrifices, everything. We already knew about the Illuminati and all of that. And y'all thought that stuff was fake. No, it was far beyond that. It was to a point where Hollywood was so embedded in the Illuminati cult that people were signing their lives away willingly just to keep up fame, thinking or believing the lie that Satan was telling them that they would be famous forever. And I knew, because y'all got to understand something. Demons have been roaming this earth for centuries. And one of the biggest tricks of the enemy is to feed off of your arrogance, vanity, the thirst for attention and fame. And Hollywood jumped right in the pot. Y'all saw the Grammys. A lot of them folks in the Grammys, whoo, the Grammys, how every was just in a whole nother world. Did you pay attention to any of that? And now we've got people riding the fence not knowing where to go now. We got people now wondering if Trump really is the demon that everybody says he is. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I don't agree with all of Trump's policies. I really don't. But if you pay attention to some things, he ain't the only one getting exposed out here. Now, truth be told, we've been getting hit up by so many other countries. The drug cartel has been running rabid in our country like crazy. And Trump went over there to Venezuela and got their president. He got sick of that stuff. Yes, he did. He got sick of it. And he went right over there and he got the president and his wife and brought their tails to New York. Now, you don't know many presidents that'll go to somebody else's country and wrap them up and then send them on back to the U.S. But because, you know, in my opinion, he wanted to make sure those files were hidden for a reason because he knew he was all in them. It's a lot of celebrities that were in them. You noticed another thing with a lot of these celebrities, ever since a lot of those the files are open now and the videos are out, millions of videos. You got celebrities dipping off, disappearing. Look, Nicki Minaj, all of a sudden, she's a born-again Christian. I'm not saying she isn't. But peep game. She was right by Trump's side, right? Yeah. But see, a minute ago, she and Jay-Z was into it. So, of course, they was into it because she felt Jay-Z owed her some money. Okay. Well, if you ain't going to pay me my money, you ain't going to give me my props and what you need to give me back, What does a person do when they feel like you owe them something? They're going to expose you. They're going to pull all the stops out. They're going to pull all the evidence out, and they're going to expose you. So she may be a born-again Christian. She may be called. But at the same time, it looks like there's a writing on the wall there of vengeance. And she's taking it upon herself to be the vengeance instead of letting God be the vengeance. But see, he's going to use what the devil meant for evil and turn it into good. Because while she's working on vengeance, think about it. That's how the enemy getting exposed the most. God gonna use these people that are angry, thinking that they doing vengeance for themselves, and it's actually God's vengeance. The veil is open now, baby. Can't nobody talk about conspiracies no more. Can't nobody say, oh, that's my boy, he ain't gonna do nothing. Can't nobody say none of that no more. Everybody getting exposed now. And Jay-Z been hiding out for a minute, because the minute Diddy got busted, he already knew it was gonna be a domino effect. Y'all thought it was just gonna be him? No, we knew Diddy wasn't gonna be the only one. We knew once the sacrifices were made, and I posted a video up of how these sacrifices are made, and it's a very disturbing video. That's another reason why I didn't make this for children. It's a disturbing video where it actually shows what these demons and these cults were doing with these babies and these blood sacrifices that they were doing. But see, to God be the glory. He was going to expose it eventually, and that's exactly what happened. It's all the veil is open now. Judgment is coming now. For all of y'all who thought it was just a fad or people were hating on one another, no, the veil is open now. All the demons are being exposed, and it's every man for themselves now. You see how God is working? He's using what people are meaning for evil and turning it into good and exposing it all. And there's so much with those files that's going to make a lot of y'all who will ride coattails on a lot of these Hollywood stars cry. And there's so many of them that was so bold with it, because we look at society and we're making Hollywood and glorifying a lot of these celebrities as they big time, and we're using them as idols. And as we were using them as idols, turn right around, and now that they're being exposed, ain't nobody got. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Nobody got nothing to say now. It's quiet as a church mouse. But as you can see, the veil is open, and demons are being exposed. All praise be to God. And those that actually see what's going on, trust and know. They saw the writing on the wall. God is calling people. He's calling people. He is calling. You either gonna love one or hate the other. There is no riding the fence. You either love God or you love the devil. There's no riding the fence. And see, a lot of people, they gonna jump on coattails that all of a sudden call themselves converting over to Christ. Oh, you can't hide, baby. Because see, when you are confessing and asking for repentance, and you mean that in your heart, God will forgive you. He will give you a chance to turn from your wicked ways. But a lot of people are claiming this repentance, but they still got evil and bitterness and all kinds of stuff in their hearts. So those are false prophets. And guess what, baby? You still gonna burn regardless of the fact. So the people that's going out here in Hollywood that's calling themselves born again Christians, I hope you mean what you say. I hope you mean what you say. You can fool everybody on this earth, but you cannot fool God. People have been trying for years. People have been looking like they're getting away with murder. They're getting away with all of it. All these sex crimes, all these babies that didn't ask to be here, these babies, these innocent babies that they were putting out there, and they were sitting there raping these young babies. Are you serious? These are children. You will reap what you sow. All of you will reap what you sow that were involved in that. All of you will. The veil is open now. And all of these victims that didn't have a voice, God's making sure they got one now. And all the people, there was a few pictures that's actually running around the internet that I saw that actually broke my heart. Broke my heart to see some of the people that actually attended these parties in the Epstein case. Broke my heart. But now it makes sense. It makes sense why a lot of celebrities are all of a sudden trying to help the communities now. Putting money into neighborhoods now, trying to get them back together, making it look like they the good people. Explains a lot. Because once it's all said and done, the dominoes fell now. They all falling, baby. They falling back to back. If you don't turn from your wicked ways and you don't have a clean heart when you confessing to the Lord, that lake of fire got your name written all over it. I don't care who you are. I have been of the world before. I am still being molded. A lot of people who are called are still being molded. But one thing's for sure, two for certain. That lake of fire still got your name on it. I don't care who you are. And all praise be to God. I'm praying for these babies. I'm praying for all those victims. I'm praying. I'm praying. Because there's so many people reap what they sow now. So many people going to reap what they sow. And at the end of the day, I'm still going to pray for them. But the veil is open now. Y'all about to get a real reality check in a minute. Because all the files are now on the internet. All the people's names are now on the internet. And as far as Jay-Z goes, that's a wrap. And I'd say, well, we already know what's going on with that poor baby. You know, Beyonce used to be a part of the church. Dig that? She used to be a part of the church with that beautiful voice she got. She didn't want to marry Jay-Z. She had to marry Jay-Z. It was all a part of the cult. I said it. All a part of the cult. And now, remember who she was 10 years is who she is now. She a whole different ball of wax. Sasha Fierce is, I can't even call her that no more. And I used to love me some Beyonce. But look at the transition that poor girl went through. Look at that transition. She don't even know who she is anymore. But the veil is open. The devil is being exposed. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and ain't nothing you can do about it, because once it's time for you to pay the piper, like I said about R. Kelly, once it's time to pay the piper, see, the devil was giving blessings to all these people making it think it was good. But see, when it's time for you to pay the devil back for what you owe him, you don't want to pay it. But by then, it's too late. So, put on your seatbelts. It's going to be one heck of a ride. But I'm still praying for everybody, but the devil's finally getting exposed. Just like he should. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.